Welcome to this video where we're going to be following on from our previous discussion from this video, who is Angas, King of Africa, from the book of Jasher. We're going to be asking some big questions in this video. Let's just repeat some of those questions. So the scholar that we're working with is called Angas, ruled over Africa. So from the book of Jasher we have a character Angas, the king of Africa. But this scholar is connecting Angas with Aegeus. And in the mythology, Aegeus is the king of Athens. So the question that we asked was, when did Athens rule over Africa? Or how is Athens connected with Africa? You know, the way this the scholar is portraying here. You know, Aegeus ruling over Africa. So let's go to the page on Athens. So very famous ancient city of Athens, and we're just going to try add to our beginner mythology. So there's a competition between two of the pantheon of the Olympians, ancient goddesses and gods of the ancient world, Poseidon and Athena. Poseidon, the god of the seas. We have spoken about Poseidon already, being strongly connected with this region of the Atlas Mountains, and we also learned that it was the Libyans that were first worshipping Poseidon, you know, according to Herodotus. So we know, because of the name Athens, that Athena is going to be the one that wins this contest, and you can pause it and read it if you'd like to get all the details. But she wins because she gives the Athenians the domesticated olive tree. And then we have Athens being strongly connected with Athena, the patron of the city. What we're going to focus on in this video is going to be quite tricky, but we want to keep working with the mythology and trying to understand these different equivalents. So let me show you what I mean. So Athena, the goddess of wisdom, warfare, and handicraft, and she's also known as the virgin goddess. We'll speak about that. But it's these different equivalents that we're going to work on. So Athena, also known as Minerva, and we did speak about this in our video, Women Warriors of the Amazons. So this video also will help for watching this one. And in the source, so Isaac Newton, it says that Minerva, a woman born in Libya near the river Triton. So if Minerva is equivalent to Athena, then you could also say Athena, born in Libya near the river Triton. So this is where it starts to get interesting now, because we've got this competition for who's going to be the patron of Athens, and we see Poseidon connected with Libya, but now we also see Athena potentially be connected with Libya, being born in Libya. So very interesting. And then look, we'll notice some of these equivalents here. So the Roman Minerva, but the Canaanite Anat, we're going to come back to this one, but also the Egyptian equivalent Neith. So I just want to just show you something that I came across with the river Triton. So Minerva or Athena being born near the river Triton. Now this Lake Tritonus, we don't know where it is anymore because it's disappeared. But according to the writers, you know, somewhere with Algeria and Tunisia, you know, between Algeria and Tunisia. So can't be sure where it was, but in this region of Algeria and Tunisia, Lake Triton or the river Triton. But there's something interesting it says here. According to Herodotus, the Lacedaemons colonizing this region. Now the Lacedaemons, this is the Spartans. So we have the Spartans colonizing in Libya. Just so we can try understand what's going on here. Remember how we also were speaking about looking for the Spartans towards the Atlantic, and now we have Herodotus speaking about the Spartans colonizing parts of Libya. So it seems like there's Greeks coming into Libya, but then there's also Greeks coming out of Libya, because we did speak about in the mythology a son of Hercules called Sardus, and Sardus coming from Libya with a large group of people coming to Sardinia. So just so we can try and see what's going on here, we have Greeks coming into Libya, but then also Greeks coming out. So like a two-way traffic stream here, and this connection with the Greek world we're trying to understand. So I thought that was interesting, this connection with the Spartans and Libya, thinking about, looking for Spartans towards the Atlantic. Okay, let's carry on with the equivalence. So this is going to be a little bit tricky to show you what I want to look at, but we're now going to think about the country of Tunisia and the etymology. What is the etymology of Tunisia? And we see here that it's sometimes associated with the Carthage goddess, Tanit or Tunit. So when we hear that Tunit, maybe we can start to hear that, where Tunisia could be coming from. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because if we go to the page on Tanit, Tanit is being, the equivalence for Tanit we see is Astarte, who is a war goddess, and also Juno. But now this goddess is being described as a mother goddess. Okay, so this is a mother goddess. And I want to go down to another potential equivalent. This is where it gets quite interesting, because it says that the origins of Tanit could be coming from Anat. And we already saw that on the page of Athena. Let's go back. So we see Athena, the equivalent could be one of these equivalents, Anat. But now we're seeing Anat could be where this goddess, this worship of this goddess Tanit could be coming from. So this is quite confusing and mysterious, because remember, we're thinking now Athena for Anat. So that means we'd also be considering Athena for Tanit. So maybe you can start to see where we're going with this. But let's just try to clear up, or try to understand a bit of this confusion, because we did say that Athena was known as a virgin goddess. But now we're comparing her to Tanit, or Tanat, but she's described as a mother goddess. So that doesn't seem to make sense. But if we go to the work, The Two Babylons by Alexander Hislop, and if you'd like to read to get this information, if you read from this part, it's speaking about what we're going to just summarize here. So it says, it is certain that the Egyptian Minerva, so now we're thinking Athena, who was the prototype of the Athenian goddess, was a mother and was styled the goddess mother, or mother of the gods. So what this information is saying from Alexander Hislop is that Athena was also known as the goddess mother. So known as the virgin, but also known as the goddess mother. So it's very mysterious, but what we could be looking at is that we're not wrong to be considering these connections, that they could all be connected, that you could have, let's just recap that, because it's quite, it's going to be difficult for us, coming across this for the first time. So Athena, the goddess of wisdom and warfare and handicraft, known as a virgin goddess, being connected with these other equivalents, Minerva, Anat, and Neith. Now remember, we said we're going to focus on this one as well, this Anath. Now when we go to what looks to be a different goddess, so it appears to be completely different, Tanit, and what's bringing here is Tunisia, the etymology for Tunisia. So we think this is a completely different goddess, and also because it's a mother goddess, it seems like it must be something different, because Athena is a virgin goddess. But we do see down here that there could be this connection with, or the origins coming from Anath. So it is very mysterious and very strange, but we do have these scholars showing that it could all be connected, that you can have a virgin goddess also being described as a mother goddess. So yeah, please read that if you'd like to learn more about that. But the attentive out there, well, those of you who are very attentive and with keen investigative skills might already see where we're going with this, because if we go to the page on Tunis, so the capital of Tunisia is Tunis, and we see the etymology for Tunis is going to be saying the same thing, that it could be coming from this Carthaginian goddess Tanit or Tunit. But now with all those details that we've looked at, we're saying, could this also be saying Athena? So this is going to be the big question now, because this name we have, Tunis, could one of the variations of this, could we say Athena or Athens? So let's go back and just think about what it's saying here. So we've got Aegeus ruled over Africa, but when we look at the mythology, it says Aegeus was the king of Athens. And we're just saying, when did Athens rule over Africa? But if we think about what we've gone through in this video, and we'll just use this map. So remember in the previous video, we were speaking about this province of Africa. Now, predominantly, this province of Africa is the country of Tunisia. So you can connect Tunisia with Africa. And Tunis is the capital of Tunisia. So we know that the city of Tunis is going to be very important for this region of Tunisia. So, but what is the etymology of Tunis? What are the variations of Tunis? Could it be coming from the goddess Tanit? But is Tanit connected with Athena? So, yeah, very big questions, because then it could actually be, you could say it could be true what both of those things, Aegeus ruling over Africa, but that would mean, Athens ruling over Africa. And it could make sense because, in a way, you could say that that Tunis does rule over Africa or Tunisia, because it's like the most important city that's even influencing the whole country, the naming of this whole country. So, yeah, it's difficult to know what to make of all these things. I was going to title the video, how much have we been lied to? How badly have we been lied to? Because, we can just see Tunis just staring at us there now. When we think about this information, what is going on here? Because other things start to jump out at you. Because I'll just show you one more thing before we finish this video. This region of Athens. So Athens was in the region of Attica, and we go to Tunisia, and we see we have Utica. And the etymology, the name, we see the Arabic. How would you pronounce that? The Arabic. That's Attica. And if you look where this is on the map, you see here we have Utica or Attica. This is very close to the region of Tunis. And we're just wondering about this name now, Tunis. Are we looking at the goddess Tanit or the goddess Athena influencing this region? So then you would have, Tunis near Utica. So it just seems very, this is it's strange. But then you also have to wonder, what is actually really going on here? Thinking about, the truth. What is the truth to the history, to the picture? And, how badly have we been misled? If there's truth to what we've looked at in this video. So yeah, let me know what you make of this one. It's going to maybe take a while to process and know what to do with this, because it's so, you just wonder about, it just sitting there right in front of us. Is it really what we think it could be? So we're just asking questions. I think that's fair. We must say that we mustn't just jump to conclusions because of, things are interesting and they, it might look good on the surface, but it needs to be tested, it needs to be investigated. So yeah, we have to be careful, but I think there needs to be some answers to this, because we're just finding information that makes you wonder, what is the true story here with with the Spartans coming into Libya? What is this connection with the Greek world and Libya, with the Greeks seeming to be coming into Libya and coming out of Libya? And this mythology with the Olympians, we had the impression of this Greek world with Poseidon and Athena, but the information is now saying that they strongly connected with Libya. with Athena maybe even being born in Libya, being the queen of the Amazons. And that also would make sense with the connection with with some of the mythology, with the Athena being known as, the goddess of warfare. So it does kind of make sense that she would be connected with maybe with these Amazonian warriors. So let me know what you think of this video. It's very obviously asking big questions now, but we want to get to the truth with our history and our past and with these maps and pictures. But yeah, I'm not sure about the next video. I'm also just going to try reflect on this and think about it, and then try to think what we're going to cover next in the next video. Maybe some sort of a summary, or trying to see how we can make sense of a lot of this information that we've covered so far. So thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.